Okay, I have many questions about testing and cleaning local eggs or farm fresh eggs. So, as you can see, I just have them sitting in some water and you fill it up to the eggs being completely covered. If they sit on the bottom, then they're fresh. If they start to rise, then they're going bad. You can see these are all sitting on the bottom of the sink, so we're going to go ahead and clean them. By cleaning, I do not mean using soap. I have one of these homemade scrub pads. I just lightly brush the poop off, the dirt off. Some will have a little bit of streaks of blood on the outside of the shell. I just simply use cool water, scrub them off lightly, and let them sit on the towel and rest until I end up and I use them to make my high-fat carnivore waffles, which you can find the video on YouTube, or I end up and I may put them in the Instapot to make hard-boiled eggs. I will also end up and use the yolks to make some muffins, or just simply make some egg salad. But this is what I end up and mean when I said clean. I do not use soap, detergent, anything along those lines. Just end up and make sure that the shells are nice and clean. And then you can use them for any of the egg recipes that you end up and you like to consume. If you have any further questions about cleaning farm fresh local eggs that I end up and I use for any of my recipes, feel free to message me or end up and leave a comment on this video as I will be uploading it to YouTube. Make sure you click subscribe for any future videos. Decided to go ahead and walk you through what we'll be doing with these dozen eggs. So I ended up and I separated the whites from the egg yolks, mixed the egg yolks with some fat. You can find that recipe on my video called High Fat Carnivore Waffles, but I ended up putting them into these silicone molds, put them in the air fryer until they were golden brown. The egg whites I put in this little sandwich maker that I use for my husband's breakfast sandwiches, cook them into little round egg whites, put them in a bowl until I ended up and had them all done. Then I chopped them up and mixed them with some homemade Baconnaise. You can find that recipe also or video on my YouTube. I mixed them with some of these garlic pickles to make a nice egg salad. So then I ended up and I took the egg yolks that I, like I said, mixed with some fat and put a heaping tablespoon into these little mini waffle makers. I also have a mini griddle that I was making pancakes. So this heaping tablespoon of the batter ends up and makes 3 of the pancakes, 3 of the waffles. And I just cook them until they were golden brown. You can use these as a bun replacement. You can use them just as a pancake or a waffle. But here you can see what the dozen eggs made. The egg salad